Welcome to the kickoff of the live broadcast here from Cisco Live 2019 Barcelona. We're so glad to have you with us.
Pay attention to these faces. We are your Cisco Live hosts. And all this week, we are bringing the information to you on a great many different platforms.
And the best way to get that experience is to go to ciscolive.com.
Learning is what the focus is when I come to Cisco Live. 5 days of sessions, personal and professional goals. You will not run out of material here. And if that's not enough for you, one-on-one sessions, make it up as you go along. I love this place for learning.
We've got the world of solutions and the hub to be explored, and they are the energetic core of Cisco Live 2019 Barcelona. And there are also partner villages and Cisco Showcase to be explored for all of our attendants.
I do love meeting new people and connecting, and Cisco Live Barcelona is definitely the place to do that. We've got tech engineers, CCIE, and all the like-minded attendees to meet with as well.
This event is so much fun, and you've got to get to Cisco Live to be a part of the fun yourselves. But we're going to bring it to you all week long, person to person.
Welcome to Cisco Live TV. My name is Aigirimi Sabaiva, and today I'm the host for the Cisco TV here with you. Well, we are here, to run up to the opening keynote of David Gatlin. And I've got Steve Mutler with me here. Hi, Steve.
How are you, my
doing?
Friend? Oh, good. You know what? This is my favorite moment here in the show. I love when the doors first open. Everybody starts to flood in. We had a full day yesterday. We were here. We weren't on camera, but everybody was walking the show floor. They were enjoying the dynamic of the show, and now is when that energy really starts to come alive. Like you just said, on that run up to the keynote, Dave is going to kick things off with his team, and I think we've got an amazing day ahead of us.
I think so too. I'm extremely excited about David Gatlin's keynote and really looking forward to that. But before we get into that, why should our viewers stay with us at Cisco TV?
You know what, that's really a great thing to do, because a lot of people, they will tune into the broadcast and they'll think, all right, what is this going to be about? What am I actually going to see? The reason that you want to be here, and by the way, thank you for being here and be with us throughout the course of the week. Everything that you will hear from this set and from all around the show floor is what brings this show live into your space, whether you happen to be watching in your office or in your car, I hope not while you're driving, or in your living room, or wherever you tune in from. Keep coming back to us, because again, what we do is we run between the different key elements, whether it's the keynotes, the innovation showcases, 11 innovation showcases for you to tune in on throughout the week. You can find out a lot more about those by going online, either to the event app, or you can do it by watching live here on a few different areas. You want to let them know about the different websites and the different places they can get this live stream?
Definitely. So you can get the stream on YouTube, and you can also get it at Cisco TV website, right? So we've got our own streaming, and we are going to give you a lot more if you watch it at cisco.com, because you actually get to see all the relevant content to you, right? So tailor-made content, so you actually can see the links, the white papers, and other interesting stuff just tailor-made for you.
So that's a good thing to remember, is if you want to watch on YouTube or on Facebook, that's just fine. But we really want you to go to ciscolive.com or ciscolive.com/EMEA. These are going to be your direct links into this live stream, which will run 24/7, starting right now here with our keynote open, and then going all the way through to the final keynote by Mr. Larry Brilliant. That will be on Thursday afternoon, and we want to make sure that you're with us all the way. Even if you step away for a bit, no worries. Just come on back so you can hear all of the inside details. For example, an innovation showcase comes to an end. You get that great content. Immediately we come back here to the studio, or we stay in that showcase, and now we have got a one-on-one conversation with that person who just gave that innovation showcase talk. We get kind of the background, a little bit of that more in-depth.
So there's more backstage, right? So there is a lot of stuff that our online viewers would actually get, and those attending here might not.
That's exactly right. Now, it's great to be able to do this. We're glad to have you with us, but you want to get down here to the show so you can see it all live and in person.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Well, now we've got Nish Parker, who is actually at the keynote space right now, and she's going to interview some people, because we want to hear what our attendees are looking forward to. Nish, over to you.
Thanks, Agrim, and welcome to the keynote of Cisco Live 2019 Barcelona. I'm another one of your hosts. My name is Nish Parker, and I work at Cisco as an account manager. I'm very thrilled to be joined by my co-host, Rob Boyd. Hello, Rob.
I'm having so much fun. Did we already get started already? This place is moving fast.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, what I thought I'd do is, one of the things about this conference is about having multiple skills. That's really about what job security, or really employment security, is all about. So I've been meeting with the crowd gatherers, trying to gather up some skills that I thought might be useful.
Yeah.
These guys are so nice here. Everybody's coming in. It's one thing about this conference, everybody is so polite. Everybody knows how to queue up and line up. Is that a country level skill?
It might be.
Love it, love it. So this is your first Cisco Live.
It's my first ever Cisco Live in my 3 years at Cisco, and I have to say, as cheesy as it sounds, I feel alive. The energy, the buzz in here, everyone coming in. The keynote is a massive part of the event. It's where people come to hear about what is happening in technology and what is Cisco doing, and helping our customers and our partners to really learn from Cisco and what other people are up to.
Well, one thing we sometimes forget is, of course, we're just now starting the broadcast, and the remote audience is starting to get a lot more of the flavor, hopefully we're able to bring to you. But don't forget, this is a learning event, and so there are a lot of people here, some brainiacs, that have been here taking tests and getting to know other engineers, and first and foremost, just learning how to interact with each other so that they can take that knowledge back to our mutual customers, through our partners, through our ecosystem, through our various investments. It's a huge world of opportunity, and I love the fact that these people, I feel like, are kindred spirits, you know, because you work in the field, you know exactly what this is all about. It's about saying, how can I be that much better, faster, smarter about what we do so that we can take on the world?
Exactly, and Rob, you're a bit of a Cisco Live veteran. You've been a few times, haven't you?
Times, yeah.
So what is it that you're excited about this year for Cisco Live?
Well, so what I like is, I mean, obviously the keynote sets the tone.
Yeah.
So the keynote is that one event where everybody kind of comes in, and it's certainly not going to be the most in-depth technologically, but what it's going to do is set a high-level pattern for how does all this play together. Because sometimes we get hyper-focused on individual technologies and how they work and whether or not we have this feature and different things like this, but this enables us to see, oh, that's the big picture, and that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, it sounds like we need to go back to the studio. Do you mind if I do the throw?
Oh, go for it.
Oh, no, do it. All right, guys, we're going to go back to you in the studio, and then you come back and check with us a little bit. We'll try and get some interviews, all right?
You're fabulous, Mr. Rob Boyd and Nish Parker, our other two fantastic hosts, and we're so glad to have them with us, walking around and connecting one-on-one with what's going on out on the show floor. You'll see us a lot behind the desk here in the studio, so Rob and Nish become our eyes and ears out there, and I agree you're going to do quite a bit of that as well. What is this event all about? Rob just hit on such a big part of it: learning, growing, certifications, connecting with people. It's that combination of education and connection and technology and interaction. You get that by being here with us live at Cisco Live. In this case, coming to you from Barcelona, but if you didn't make it down here, great. We are so glad to have you in on the streaming broadcast, but we want to see you in San Diego, all right? Get to the next event wherever it happens to be near you. Imagine the future. We see this so often. What is Imagine Intuitive all about? This idea that IT informs people and it connects us, it predicts, it enables, and you've seen the new branding out there, I think, in both broadcasts, certainly live here in print as well, where we talk about between hope and possible, there is this bridge. Cisco is creating the bridge, not just from technology to technology, but from everything that happens within this expansive company, all of our great partners that are out here in the world of solutions. How do we bring it all to you, into your world, into your workplace, your organization, and make it all fit and work seamlessly? You're going to hear it throughout the event today. Cisco has the depth, the breadth to bring it all to you. We are the partner that you want to work with, and we want to bring you every bit of the technology that runs throughout the course of the week. There is so much here to see and do and to learn. Cisco really is creating this world of potential, and we want you to take advantage of it. So once again, we're going to try to bring it to you throughout the course of the week. We'll explain, as Igarim, you were saying just a moment ago, about that background information, what is happening behind the scenes that people may not hear about in the presentations. That is what we're here for, right?
Exactly, exactly. And I think it's just so exciting to be here. Like, you can really feel the vibe as people go into the keynote space, right? And they're so extremely excited about all the content that they're going to hear about. Yeah, so I hear that Nish Parker has now someone to interview, and Nish, tell us more about who you found.
Thanks, Agrim. So hi, I'm back in the keynote space, and I'm here with one of the Cisco Live 2019 attendees. Hi, do you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is Jerome Sanders, a Global Communications Manager here at Cisco, responsible for communicating innovation all across Cisco. So I'm very, very excited to be here.
And is this your first Cisco Live, Jerome?
Actually, no. I'm a Cisco Live veteran, so this is probably my 4th or 5th Cisco Live. But every year they get better and better and better, so shout outs to the Cisco Live team.
So this year, what are you most excited about?
This year, I'm very excited to hear about all of the cool innovations that are coming out of Cisco. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to check out the DevNet booth, which was super cool, so shout out to Susie Wee and her team. I've also seen the IoT smart cities. And just being here at Cisco Live, you feel like you're in the space of the future. You're seeing what's coming 5, 10, 15 years from now.
I love that, and there's so much fun things happening around as well. I think I see some smoothie bikes and the health and well-being zone. We've got our own DJ, hashtag DJ CLEUR. If you want to request a song, you can do that. So Jerome, in your role, obviously you work in innovation. What's been happening this week? Tell us a little bit more around the Innovation Center and what's been happening.
Oh my God, so there's so much happening. And in fact, yesterday we had the grand opening of the Barcelona Innovation Center. And it's a huge, huge partnership that we're having with Spain. And it's going to be that space where we can educate the future of Spain, and they'll have the opportunity to partner and to educate and to really stimulate a lot of growth here in Catalonia. And so we're excited to be a part of that narrative here in Barcelona.
And yesterday, of course, at Cisco Live, we were setting up and lots of things going on. But at the event launch event, which was yesterday, you were telling me a little bit earlier about some of the things that were going on as part of the event, and obviously it's the grand opening and how the culture of Spain is really built into the Innovation Center.
Yes, absolutely. So if you go to the Innovation Center that's not too far from here, you'll get a really 19th century feel of Catalan. And when you walk in, you're welcomed by this huge human tower mural, but then you'll also see these massive screens that just display beautifully. And so you really get that Catalan feel of openness and warmth, and you really get a feel for what people are like here.
And of course, the Barcelona Innovation Center is one of many that we have around the world. But it's great timing with Cisco Live because a lot of attendees get to go along as well, and also enjoy the event as well. So back to you, Steve and Agrim in the studio.
Thank you, Nish. Sounds great. I totally agree. Barcelona is just fabulous. The spirit, the food, everything is so great here, and I feel like the people are so welcoming. So it's really a pleasure to be here. So Steve,
yes.
Tell us more about the vibe here.
About the vibe going on. Well, you can see all the people who are streaming in behind us. So the cameras that are picking it up, we've got this flow of humanity back into the keynote. We're expecting about 12,000 people to rotate into the keynote space, which is very, very cool and very exciting. The dynamic on the show floor, it's very hard to explain to people. You start to get this many minds in the room. Rob was talking about it just a few minutes ago. We have so many different skill sets and technology capabilities.
Definitely.
The certifications, the number, you get somebody's business card, you talk to them, and all it is letters, it's acronyms after their name. There's so much expertise here at the show, and that's what I love, is you get that power in the space. Right
Definitely.
now, we're in the hub, so our studio, you can sort of see it a little bit in the cameras, but we've got the social media area directly back behind us. We've got the DevNet zone
and
across.
I see a lot of guys there on the computers,
this
like
is the
every
WISP,
day.
the walk-in self-paced labs back over here, which is very cool.
Nice.
Directly next to us, we've got the Taberna, which is sponsored by Cisco Umbrella on the security side. There's so much great stuff to do, even around us here in the studio. We're not even in the main area on the World of Solutions show floor, which is 120 great partners, customers walking around doing business, and then the Cisco Showcase. And we're going to dive into some detail on the showcase later. It's amazing.
So about the innovation showcases, I'm really excited to hear more about collaboration, IoT, cybersecurity, right? Because I think these are really the top of minds of our customers. Which one are you looking forward to the most? Well,
these deep dives, and again, there are 11 of them throughout the week. We want to make sure you do not miss any of the innovation showcases. You can get to them on the event app or again on the CiscoLive.com website. The one that I always deep dive on is security. We're going to be hearing from Susie Wee throughout the week and what she's doing on the DevNet side, but the way it all connects back into the security arena, to me right now, security touches everything, and I know you've got a huge expertise on your own, but no matter what it is that we develop, the security has to be there.
I have to agree with you so
That's
much.
The innovation
As a cybersecurity sales specialist, security is top of mind. And now we've got Rob ready at the keynote space. Cool. And Rob, tell us more of what's going on there.
I'm supposed to be finding someone to interview because I think that's what I promised you, but they gave me a glow stick because it's helping with traffic management. Turns out these things do not burn my hands like I was kind of afraid they might. They're completely innocent, apparently not supposed to drink the liquid, but nonetheless. So we got that here. So I thought we'd just go down the aisle here. Now we're going to have to be careful because we're going to block a little bit of traffic. Let's see if we can find a space. I think we got a space after this gentleman here. All right, we'll tag along behind him. All right, hey Liz, how are you doing? Good to see you. She'll be up speaking next in one of the, whatever we call the big area. All right, let's see if we can find a willing victim here. Notice how nobody is waving their hands to see. Oh, look here, here's my friend, hey, right over here, there's my friend Stu. Stu, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, how about yourself?
Very, very good. You know, I was just thinking, how many Cisco Lives have you been to, sir?
Oh boy, it's really only my fourth one. Last year I came to both the Barcelona and the Orlando one, but it had actually been like 8 or 9 years since I'd been before that.
Now, I feel like you're a kindred spirit because you're a technologist first and foremost, but you have become a TV personality yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
I'm an analyst with Wikibon and a host of theCUBE. So we go out to all the shows, help extract the signal from the noise. We're going to be doing 3 days of live broadcasts here from the DevNet zone. Super excited to be able to talk to customers, partners, and of course the Cisco executives. Love the show, great energy.
Well, one thing I always like is I met you first when you were at EMC, I believe, and I was at Cisco, but you've always been a source of information. I used to rob from you much more vociferously? I don't know if that's the right word or not. A lot. And but as you progress, I still follow you because you're easy to follow on Wikibon and the shows that you guys are doing. But you get to talk to so many leaders, both in and out of Cisco. Cisco? I'm getting my puberty here at age 50. What would you say is this kind of what we should be looking for to expect? We're speaking to an outside audience. A lot of people here in our audience are really looking at their careers and whether they're well placed. What would you be saying to them about this conference and their careers?
Yeah, so I really liked some of the messaging I was seeing here. What is Cisco? Cisco is that bridge to help me get from where I am today to where I need to get going. Rob, you might have heard of this thing called cloud. We're about 10 years in, and it's real and it's here to stay. But cloud is not a monolithic thing. There are lots of environments, and just as we've known for our entire career, networking is really important for this kind of environment. So, you know, how does networking fit into the multi-cloud environment? How am I going to do things like automation? And how am I going to help transform my company and move forward? That's something we're looking to dig in here, whether you're talking about modernization of the data center or, you know, application management. There's something for everybody here and lots of cool activities going on throughout the show.
Really, really cool. I want to thank you so much for your time. I saw your studio set up over there in the DevNet zone, so I'll probably be back in the background trying to photobomb you or something later in the week, but thank you so much for everything you do for us. Appreciate your time. Guys, we're going to go back to the studio right now. Check back with us if you need. We'll be here.
Thank you very much, Rob, Boyd, and Stu. And by the way, there was so much that came across in that segment. First of all, I think we just watched Rob go through puberty there during that segment, which was pretty delightful. He finally arrived. Stu mentioned some amazing things. DevNet Zone, right directly across from us. If you are here in Barcelona with us, head to the DevNet Zone. So much going on there. The other great thing that Stu talked about that really gets me excited, this is this idea of career advancement and development. What do you want to do with your career? Where do you want to go? What are those next steps? That is so much a part of what Cisco is all about, is helping you get to that point. There's so many opportunities to learn here at the event. One of the areas, again, Stu just hit on it right there, multi-cloud. Boy, we are talking so much cloud here throughout the course of the week, and you're going to see it not only throughout the entire event and hear about it in every showcase, you're going to hear a ton about it when you go over to the Cisco Showcase. Cloud is being featured in a number of the different pillars, and we should do a little deep dive on that. In terms of these sort of 5 key elements that Chuck Robbins came up with, this really came to light in 2017. Chuck introduced this whole idea at Cisco Partners Summit in 2017 of what are the things that we do to connect with the customer? How do we really support them? These 5 key areas. We rolled it out when we were in Orlando back in June at Cisco Live US, and right now we've got it here, and again, it's across at the World of Solutions. Have you had a chance to walk through the Cisco Showcase yet and kind of check that out for yourself?
I have, yeah. So I actually did a World of Solutions tour yesterday.
Ah, great.
Looked at it, it's amazing. I really loved it. I love the fact that there were so many partners of Cisco, right? So we have such a massive ecosystem of partners, and this time we could really give them that, you know, prime time in a way. So as you enter, you see all those partners straight away. And now back to Nish at the keynote space. Nish, how are you doing there?
Thanks, Agrim. Yeah, we're back here in the keynote space, and I'm joined by 2 of the most amazing people that I know that work at Cisco. So I'm here with Emma Roffey, who is the VP of Marketing for EMEA, and Karen Walker, who's our Chief Marketing Officer. So hi Emma, hi Karen, thank you for joining me. So how are you finding the event so far?
Yeah, fantastic. I arrived yesterday afternoon, walked straight in to meet loads of our customers, loads of our advocates, and now we're here at the stage, so very excited to hear the opening keynote.
And the atmosphere around here is incredible, so the room is filling up, the energy is really high.
It is. I actually got in yesterday too, and I actually went straight into our Women of Impact session, and it was so cool. And actually, no, it was even better. There was like 50% of the people there were guys, were men, and so it was just an amazing, energizing experience, and just so supportive. So that was really fun.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about
It was really great. But look at this today. It's just wild. And I like you, I can't wait to hear David's keynote and the amazing Liz and Tony who's going to talk about IoT. And of course our very own Jeremy is going to do a great job of kicking this off, right?
And we have this year, for the best ever, we have 30 customers speaking, customer on customer stories. So if you want to hear, from your peers in the industry, then come along to the Gateway. There's full sessions for 3 days.
And that's another reason for people to join us here in person, is the ability to connect and to meet lots of different people who are going through some of the same challenges. They're moving to the same kind of new next stage of building their new businesses. So Karen, it's not your first Cisco Live, I'm sure. You've been to many all around the world. What's new this year?
I think, I like what Emma's just said about having customers come in and talk about their stories and engage with each other. I'm really thrilled to see how we've expanded the DevNet zone. That is just so cool. And I tell you, when you go there, the energy and all the hackathon stuff that Susie Wee does is just amazing. I think the world of solutions just is getting better and better. So please spend time there. Make sure that you really camp out and just look at all the technology and get your hands on it. I want to see more people hugging our technology.
And I think the Innovation Showcase, there's multiple sessions there, and we've got WebEx team rooms set up for each Innovation Showcase, so you can have ongoing conversations with the Cisco execs and your peers and ask those difficult questions. Go for it.
I love that. So just to finish, one word on how you're feeling right now.
Amazing.
Buzzed.
I love it. Thank you so much, and back to the studio.
Thank you so much, Nish. I appreciate it. Amazing and fun. Boys, two great words for it. You got Karen Walker right out of the gate. Come on, Nish Parker, way to go. Guys, a couple of things I want to remind you of. We want you to reach out to us throughout the week, and there are a number of ways that we want to hear from you, that you can get involved here with the event. Again, I mentioned we're right across from the social media hub here in Barcelona. You can hit us using hashtag CLEUR, C-L-E-U-R. We're going to mention that hashtag again and again, but hashtag CLEUR, and that way we'll be able to hear from you. Another great way to get to us is by using the Cisco online portal. If you want to get to that portal, again, go to ciscolive.com. You will find that portal, reach out to us. We will mention the portal throughout the day, but using that online portal gives you a chance to dive in and actually be a part of the show. You can get involved with polling. Again, you can hit with social media. You can connect and send messages back and forth, and you really become a part of the event with us here in Spain, and we want to do that. I want to come back over to you, Agarim. We were talking a moment ago, all the different areas. What we do is we hear from customers. Customers drive this conversation. That's what we're going to hear from Dave Gatlin and company in just about, 11 minutes or so from now, about 9:05. We're going to kick off with that keynote. One of the things we hear from customers all the time is this technology, fantastic. How do I protect it? How do I stay safe as I roll out new applications? As I continue to expand the development of my new digital network and onboard all these capabilities, how do we help keep them safe?
Well, I think, in my view, the way Cisco can help is really providing this security across the full infrastructure, right? Security end to end, from the endpoint to the network and then to the cloud, right? So it's really this full security architecture, and that's really the differentiator of Cisco. And I think we will see throughout the event how security is really kind of a part of every single thing we are talking about.
What do you hear? So you go out, you meet with customers every single week, you're on the road a ton, and as you're face-to-face with them, when they say security, what does that mean to you? Is it specialized BU to BU across these different corporate divisions and corporate infrastructures, or do we have a really solid security story that we can tell that it really affects the entire marketplace?
It's really one story, right? So it's really integrating all the pieces. So in the past, right, it was all kind of, okay, we've got some endpoint security, we've got network security, we've got cloud security or data center and so on. But now it's really that one integrated technology, and the way we achieve it, and I think we're going to hear more about that, is Cisco Threat Response, right? So we really bring everything together, and I think this is really going to mean like a new game for Cisco, and I'm extremely excited about it, and so are my customers and partners. And now I hear that in the keynote space, we've got Rob, and Rob's gonna interview another attendant. So Rob, over to you.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I really like meeting new people, and there's a lot of cool juggling going on. I hope you guys are getting some of that going on here. But I've made a new friend, a fan of TechWise TV, no less. It's Tarek. How are you doing?
Oh, it's fine. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you've been to Cisco Live before.
Sure.
You run you oversee a Cisco partner, so you're one of the guys that go out and make our stuff real for customers. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys do, the name of the company and such?
Yes, we're CNS. We are in Lebanon. We're Cisco Gold Partner, and we cover the full portfolio of Cisco. And we have our best SE, Mohammed Kabbara, and our preferred client, Central Bank of Lebanon. So one of the top partner clients in the region, not only in Lebanon.
So this is the whole ecosystem, if you will, your partnership with Cisco, your customer that's paying the bills that allow you to show up. You got more people behind you because they thought I was coming for you. I thought they were bodyguards, but no, they were very nice.
We're all friends here.
It's all friends. So tell me a little bit about when you come to Cisco Live, what is it as a partner that you look for out of an event like this?
Yes, mainly we look for two things. First, the enablement for the latest technologies. And second, we are really interested in doing the one-on-one meetings, they meet the engineer. So that's why we do a lot of one-to-one meetings with our SE and our client, Central Bank. So that's the main focus of coming here.
Yeah, so we really want to put things together. Do you ever come with specific technological issues you'd like to overcome, or maybe get advice where you're kind of brokering the conversation directly between your customer and the Cisco engineers?
Yes, mainly we're looking and checking the software-driven hype from Cisco, SDN, ACI, software-defined campus, software-defined security, the latest. So mainly the software-defined part, the software-defined updates.
How do you feel about how things, you've obviously seen this industry and Cisco kind of ebb and flow through different, say, marketing messages and technology focus areas. I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'll just ask you openly, how do you feel about our direction? Is there any one thing you would call out and say, yeah, Cisco's on the right track, we're in with you on this?
Yes, surely Cisco is on the right track, and I think that's why Cisco is continuing to lead this business since many years, and hopefully for the coming years. So yes, we are very confident that Cisco is on the right track.
So I think if I were to translate that into specifics, I think you said that we are really on top of it with intent-based networking. Our multi-cloud messaging is crystal clear. We know exactly what we're doing. There's no question about how we work with partners, and there's no one else you'd rather be working with.
100%.
Excellent. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Thank you guys for coming, taking the time. Guys, I'm going to throw it back over to you in the studio.
Thanks so much, Rob. Appreciate it. The jugglers have just wrapped up doing their thing. You saw just a little bit of the last moment of those there in the broadcast. Again, special things going on within the keynote space to keep the audience excited and engaged. We've still got loads of people walking in behind us. I think you can see that behind our shot here in the TV studio, which is set up right in the middle of the hub here at the show. So, talk a little bit about what's going on with data center. We were talking about it a moment ago while this was going on. What did you see yesterday?
I saw yesterday at the Cisco Showcase, I saw the escape room, and I found it extremely cool. And we're going to tell you more about it as we go on.
Did you do it? Did you go in and actually do the escape room?
No, I couldn't, but it's just a fun game, right? So the idea is that you need to figure out, you know, what was the threat, and the data center was attacked, and then you have to figure that out, and unless you figure it out, you can't get out.
Should you and I go in and do this later?
Yes, I think we're going to do that.
We're going to team of the four hosts. We're going to go into the escape room.
I know why you want to team with me, because I'm a security specialist, right? So.
That's exactly right. You know what, I want to talk a little bit more about the Cisco Showcase. There is so much going on in there, and I want to share it with our audience here. But right now, I am looking out at our monitor, and we've got the fabulous Nish Parker. Oh, I'm back over here in center camera. All right, Nish, who do you have to talk with us now?
Hey, Steve. Hi, I'm back here in the keynote. As you can see, when you look around the room, it's completely filling up now. And we've got time, I think, for one more interview. So hello, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Marcella. I'm the digital marketing for Cisco Portugal, and this is my first Cisco Live.
That's cool. And why are you here at Cisco Live?
Well, I'm here to inspire myself. Pretty much that's my main goal. I mean, Cisco, it's so big. There's so many possibilities. So my main reason to be here is to inspire myself and to boost our social media for sure with the event. So I'm really excited.
And you were saying yesterday that you attended some extra events that are before this keynote, obviously. So tell us a bit more about what you've done so far.
Well, yesterday I went to the Women's Impact event. It was truly inspirational to get to know this amazing woman and what they're doing. And also amazing project around the world that Cisco is supporting. So, well, now the keynote section, and I'm looking forward to actually meet a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis from all over the world, and see them live is going to be amazing too.
And what have you seen so far that's really excited you?
Pretty much, well, everything. It's overwhelming and amazing. I'm really excited about the World of Solutions and to get to know what we are doing. Because I'm new at Cisco, I'm here for a couple of months. So there's so many things to understand and so many solutions and projects to get to know. So I'm excited to absorb all the knowledge and really inspire myself to keep doing my work.
I love that, and there's so much here to learn, so many people to meet, and so many sessions. And Cisco Live, you can really attend, what you find is relevant. So you can go to some sessions, you can wander around. But we have some fun things around as well. We have a DJ, we have lots of exciting stuff. So yeah, definitely. So any final words or comments?
I'm really grateful to be here, and I hope you can all enjoy Cisco Live, either being here or on social media, on the live streaming. So I'm grateful, and I hope you guys are too, to be a part of this.
Thanks, Marcella. And as Marcella said, you can use the hashtag CLEUR and engage with us and talk to us on social media as well. So back to you in the studio, Stephen Igrim.
Thank you, Nish. I really loved what Marcella said when you asked her what are you excited about. She said, well, pretty much everything, right? Because that's how I feel, right? I'm just excited about all the technology that's going on here. And Steve, how do you feel?
Again, same thing. This is the sort of opening jitters of the show, and it's jitters in the best possible way. The dynamic, the excitement, the energy that comes across to us here when we're at the event, and our ability to get together and to bring it to all of you. We then get to leave and talk to all the people who are out here at the show, making it all hum, making the excitement feel real and alive and future vision. This is what we're going to hear from Dave Gatlin. And right now, if my clock is right, we're about 5 minutes away from the start of that keynote. We're going to be with you all the way up until we launch that keynote. And then following the keynote at about 10:30, local time here in Barcelona, we're going to be right back live here at the studio. Again, Cisco Live 2019 Barcelona, to be able to bring you all the background, the information. We will go over what we heard from Dave and company. But as you've been getting those shots of what's going on inside the keynote space, man, great dynamic, 12,000 people packing in. It's just fantastic. So, hey, look at this. See, we've got our cello player back up here. We've got musicians going on. It's beautiful. It's dynamic.
Oh, that's beautiful indeed.
Yeah, really, really nice. So as we're waiting to go back into the keynote space, I want to take a quick moment to go back to what we were talking about before we went to the break and before we went out to Nish, and we were discussing the Cisco Showcase. We've been calling it the Cisco Campus for years. It really is the showcase now, and again, it focuses on those 5 key elements of Cisco's digital and channel strategy that Chuck really envisioned starting a little over a year ago, and it is in such full force now. And when people are here at the show, you come down and you walk into the Cisco Showcase and you go through the banner, and it's there. It's in a circle. You look up and you've got the cubes that are the different colors that guide you in on where you're going. And as I was walking yesterday, what I thought is, this is the first time that I see that full picture of all 5 stages right in there. Starting security is foundational. You go into the red area, right? And right away you're diving in on Talos threat protection, and you've got your web and email security taking place, and you've got advanced malware protection. Then the green area right next door, power a multi-cloud world, right? Hybrid cloud, Kubernetes, SD-WAN, Cloud Center Suite, Business Critical Insights, and you keep going all around the room and you see again and again the different capabilities. We have special case studies, including the one that Cisco has been doing with BBVA. If you go into the gray area, standardizing IT infrastructure for global efficiency, we're utilizing Cisco ACI. Then the IoT zone. Everything IoT. What have we got? Connected life, connected communities, oil and gas, the connected classroom.
And I think that's a real hot topic, right? The IoT is just a massive topic for us right now.
It ties in everything, and what's so great about Richard Mullen and his team have set it up back over there. Scott Newman has been working with him, and they have developed this great storytelling methodology that brings it to life. You walk up and you see storyboards. So instead of just showing a technology,
Yes, exactly.
they show it in action so you can see it in real application.
Because people want to hear stories, right? They don't want to just hear, okay, about some code or like, okay, this is the tech, right? They want to hear a real story of how can we use this.
Exactly.
Right? The use cases. And I think Cisco Live is this great place where you can also hear the customer success stories, right? So you can really hear from our customers on their journey and the journey they have taken to transform their business.
You bet. And you were mentioning the escape rooms before. That's over in the Reinvent the Network area, in the orange space. So if you find the orange, you just look up, there are the orange cubes. All of a sudden you're in Reinvent the Network. Now, you can sign up to go into these escape rooms, either by yourself or with a team, and again, you can problem solve. So instead of going deep dive on the technology, that is about storytelling as well. You get into that space, you've got a certain limited amount of time to get out of that space, you do it by telling stories and solving problems. It's practical, it's real, and it connects all of our guests here at Cisco Live 2019 Barcelona to the show. It makes them feel like they are a part of it, because you are. You are the people who make all of this possible. You're the ones who tell us your own stories, and based on that, we react, we respond. We work with the best partners in the world to help create the solutions that get you and your organization exactly where you need to go, and I think that is so exciting. So, let's talk about what's going to happen in about 1 minute. We still have people streaming in. What's happening a minute from now?
In a minute from now, we're going to have a keynote of David Gatlin, and David Gatlin is our Executive Vice President for Network and Security. And the reason I'm so excited to hear from him is that I think his speech is really going to be so relevant to all of my customers, because it's really transforming their business. And at this point, right, when I speak to my customers, they don't really want to hear all these acronyms and all these fancy names for all the different technologies we've got. All they want is, okay, I've got the right users and I want the users to access the right apps and everything in between. Just please take this from me and take care of it, right? And I think David Gatlin is really going to cover that on how Cisco can help our customers to transform their business with this, full platform.
Make it easy. Simplify, yes. Simplify, simplify.
Exactly.
I'm looking out at the monitor. We've got our buds, Rob and Nish, back there out on the show floor. We're going to go to the keynote at least this one more time. Guys, what are you seeing? Share it with us, please.
So we've had so many different conversations with different attendees here, such a diverse background of people, but some of the things that are coming up is the Women of Impact event that was yesterday, that seemed to be a huge hit. And what I learned so far is about DevNet and how it's for everyone. So you don't have to be overly technical, you can go over to the DevNet zone and you can get one-to-one mentoring and get someone to get you started.
Yeah, one of the reasons, and I'm going to just talk about the music for a second, because obviously you can hear it in the background, but we can't play the music unfiltered. But basically, have you ever seen that looping technology where they play something over and over again? But I don't want to miss anything, so Steve, I want to throw it back over to you in the studio, because I think we're about to go to the keynote.
Woo!
Go to keynote, Rob. This is so exciting, this run-up. Dave Gatlin and his team, boy, they have such a difficult job ahead of them. Within a tight frame of mind, they've got to fill out the entire story for the week, get everyone on board, excited, and feeling comfortable with the new technology from Cisco. But boy, they've been working on this for weeks and weeks. We heard some of the rehearsals and the messaging yesterday, so incredibly powerful, and it also goes to what you were just saying. Simplify the message.
Exactly.
Get people engaged, involved, make them a part of the process, because nothing happens in a vacuum. Cisco is not an island. We count on all of you to participate in the Cisco process to help make this organization what it is. 120 of the greatest partners in the world are right across from us in the world of solutions, helping us do it. And these people who are still walking by us, huge, huge piece of the puzzle. Dave is going to talk directly to them, right?
Definitely, yeah. And I really want to remind our viewers to follow us on social media. I think you would agree with me, Steve, on that. Yeah. So if you want to get involved, just please use the hashtag CLEUR. So you can post your questions, and our team will see that, and you can really get involved and share things. Follow the pictures of other different attendants as they post it. I think it's a really great way to get a feel of it, right?
Absolutely. And again, remember that Cisco Online portal too. We want people to utilize that online portal. We will continue to bring you the Cisco Online portal throughout the day. But you can right now kind of get an advanced view of that. If you go online to CiscoLive.com or CiscoLive.com/EMEA, you can connect in with that portal. We'll keep bringing it to you throughout the day. Keep coming back and tuning in with us. You can see the dynamic. Look at the people still flooding in through the door. this is what we can't really explain to people who are not here at the event, is what it feels like to be a part of this crush of humanity. We are
look
here
at the
to
hall,
learn.
it's just massive,
It's
right?
beautiful.
Like, how many people are there? It's insane.
We're here to learn, we're here to celebrate, to connect, to explore, to get certified, to meet with colleagues, associates, to help to drive those new ideas. And the unique perspectives that we're going to hear not only from Dave and his team here in the keynote, but that we're going to hear from all of the people that we get a chance to talk to throughout the week. That's what we're going to be discussing by the time we get to San Diego in June. You remember when we were in Barcelona and we heard that phenomenal idea from Marcella, from Stu, whoever brought it to us. That is what we use to help drive the next conversations.
I love how you're referring to Chuck Robbins's, message at Cisco Live San Diego, right? So, now we can really kind of touch base with that, right? So we can really come back and see, oh, what was the progress in this month, right? Did we really do anything to achieve that? And I think we've done a lot of massive steps there. So, it's just nice to have this feel of the previous events as well.
And think of what it takes to roll out a new idea. We just started talking about this bridge concept right now, and we're starting to see it, and people are getting a hold of it. It's starting to be internalized, and they're getting a heartfelt connection to what that really means to bridge that distance between the customer and the customer's future, between Cisco and the customer, between Cisco and the entire community, the industry all around us as we continue to build our digital network future. Rolling out those ideas is a hard thing to do, so Chuck begins with those 5 key elements. Everybody initially is saying, okay, I think I understand what you're getting at. All of a sudden, we get to Orlando last June, and bam, it makes sense. It's all pictured for us.
The bridge, tell me more about it in terms of like corporate social responsibility.
You know what, the CSR thing is a really big piece of the puzzle, and we're going to be talking corporate social responsibility throughout the week. We have some of it happening live here in Barcelona. We have dedicated segments to discuss CSR, but Chuck had a great notice. I want to say it was in about October of this last year, where Chuck was talking about what is the future of CSR. Corporate social responsibility used to be adjunct. Here we are, we're this great company, we produce amazing capabilities, we drive the future of the industry, and yes, we also help the world as we do it. And we have this goal of helping over 1 billion people by 2025 here at Cisco. We've been working on it for years. What Chuck came out in October and said is, you know what? CSR is not a sideline, CSR is the company. It's who Cisco is, it's what we're all about. It's internal, and it is a key aspect, as much of a key aspect as any technology we produce.
And it's part of each one of us, right? So every Cisco employee is responsible for, doing the best for the environment, for the world as a whole, right?
Yes.
So I really love bringing that piece, right? I mean, it was just a piece, but actually it should be just the company. So all of us are contributing to a better world.
Isn't it true? And the people who are walking by us right now, by the way, in case you're wondering why we are a little behind on our schedule, we were supposed to start about 12 minutes ago with the keynote. You know why? There are so many people having so much fun here in Barcelona. We can't get them all into the room fast enough. They are still streaming behind us, and every time, look at that shot, that beautiful shot that you've got right now of the keynote space. Already packed. People are still flooding in the door. We're getting them in as quickly as we can, but that is why we are so excited about this upcoming keynote. Everybody who's here will take a part in corporate responsibility by being here in Barcelona. If you get down here to the show, you can do exactly the same thing. You can become a part of Cisco's CSR commitment. We're about 10 seconds out, Agrim.
Yes.
So excited. Remember, we're going to see you right after the keynote is complete. We'll see you right back here in the studio. We're going to the keynote live right now. Enjoy.